When the race starts to take its toll, you can slow me down.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, everyone. How are you? How are you feeling? I hope you are all doing great, and I hope you are all fully ready for the session. Let me believe that you enjoyed the music a little bit. And without wasting any more time, I want to take this moment to first and foremost welcome each and every one of you. And my names are Enos Salema, and I'm happy and honored and excited as I will be the main speaker this evening. And before we even continue, I just want to hear and get a feeling of where people listening to me from. I'm coming all the way from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. If you can be so kind and go to the chat and let me know, where are you right now? Where are you listening the meeting from? Where have you tuned in from? Which country? Which city? Wow, fantastic. I can see Namibia is really taking over this session. I see Rundu, I see Swakopmund. It feels so good seeing these cities of Namibia. I'll tell you in a little while why I'm excited with that. I see Katima. This is awesome, fantastic. I'm super happy. Congratulations, everybody. And one thing for sure is we are going to have an amazing time. And also we are going to learn and we are going to get inspired as we'll get to hear stories from different people who have actually managed to, let me say, break the norms. Zambia is represented very well. Tanzania is in the house. Zimbabwe, I can see you there. Fantastic. Wow. I can tell you, we got Rwanda, we've got Burundi, we have got literally a lot of, almost covered the whole of Gaborone, Botswana. This is fantastic. South Africa right there. Awesome, awesome. Okay, this is great. And I want to appreciate each and every one of you. And just in case that you did not type there, I wanna recognize one very important person. Oh, we've got Uganda there as well in the house. And I always like to start my meetings by recognizing someone that has been the cornerstone for that meeting to happen. And at this point, I want to welcome and I want to recognize someone very important. I would say the most important person in this meeting. And if it was not for this person, we would definitely not have this session. And once I introduce this person to you, I want you to give this person lots of fire emojis, lots of love. You know, if we were in a physical meeting, I would have said, you know, get on your feet and clap hands for this person. But since we are online, do the best you can. So are we ready, guys? Let me introduce the most important person for this meeting. And that person is none other than you, the participant, you, the guest, that you have decided to, you know, take your time and be part of this session. Let me see you celebrating yourself right there. Let me see you happy with the decision that you made. You said, you know what? I'm not going to chill and watch TV this evening. I'm going to go and attend this session. And one thing I want to tell you, yeah, I love what I'm seeing right now. Yep. You know, they say you need to learn to be your own best cheerleader. You know, you can't always wait for others to cheer for you. Sometimes nobody shows up to motivate you, and you need to be able to be your own cheerleader. So congratulations, guys. And I can see who is this person? And Nalia, you know, wow, I think if we were doing a competition, we would have said you have won. You have given the most love and the most fire emojis right there and then. Now, we are here for one major reason. We are here for one major reason. We are here to talk to you about a business opportunity that I can tell you one thing for sure, it's revolutionizing Africa. And whenever I talk about Africa, I always feel like starting by thanking God first. You know, we have all the reasons, all of us, more than 200 people that have already tuned in. I know more are coming in. You know, I want to tell you one thing. Not everybody gets an opportunity like the one you are going to get today. You know, not everybody even gets the wisdom to say, you know what, I'm going to put everything aside so that I can go learn. So I hope you're joining me right now in thanking God for making you attend this event. And I can tell you, sometimes the devil is so strong and he has stolen the dreams and hopes of so many people. But God loved you and said, you know what? He's going to make you be part of this session. And as I was saying that, I'm super excited because we are going to introduce you to an opportunity that is right now revolutionizing Africa. Right now, this opportunity is growing in Africa. And I can understand why we have so many African countries represented this evening on this meeting. You know, looking at what we are doing, I mean, the business that we are doing, Africa now as a continent, you know, it is growing faster than any other continent in the world. So if you have tuned into this meeting, I bet 99% of you are in Africa. Just know that whatever we are going to talk about, it is working in Africa, and it's not just working, it is growing. And that means it's impacting and it's changing the lives of so many people. And I don't just want to say that as a statement. If I'm to be super honest, you know, I'm coming for the past 2 weeks. I've had my good share of motivation, my good share of feeling blessed because of this opportunity. And I've actually gotten a reminder of the fact that the business that we are going to talk about this evening, it is right for you. The business that we're going to talk about this evening has impacted maybe someone that is living in your city. And because of that, I want to share a little bit of a personal reminder that I got straight on my face. You know, about 2 weeks ago, I participated, or rather, I conducted a business tour around Namibia. And anybody from Namibia here, shout out to you. You gave me an amazing time. And I want to give you a glimpse of what happened on the tour in Namibia. And the reason why I'm giving you this glimpse of what happened on this tour in Namibia is not so that I can say Namibia is amazing, but you know, I moved from one city to another. I started with Walvis Bay. I went to Swakopmund. All those meetings that I was conducting and training that I was conducting from Swakopmund. If I forget any city, please don't be mad. I went to Windhoek, and then from Windhoek we went to Rundu. And then after Rundu, we went to I think it was Ongwediva. I hope I'm right. And then after Ongwediva, we went to Grootfontein. And then after Grootfontein, you know, we went to Chiwarongo, which was the last city. So I've had an opportunity to tour, I think, 7 cities in Namibia. And in every city that I went, I found over 100 people waiting for me to hear this opportunity. And what really amazed me is not just people turned up. What really amazed me, it made me feel like, wow, this is our time now, Africa. What really amazed me, the fact that on every meeting, I mean, sometimes we would have sessions starting at 5 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. and would have people sitting all the way until 9 p.m. Why? Because I want to believe that as Africans, it's about time now we tap into our dreams. It's about time now we tap into our potentials. It's about time now we say, you know what? Enough is enough. We are not going to settle for less. And we're going to open our mind to the possibilities. We are going to reconnect with our goals and our dreams. And we are not going to allow anything or anyone out there to tell us otherwise. So, ladies and gentlemen, and I understand we have got guests that have tuned into this session, and probably you're seeing these videos and you're like, okay, what the hell is this? Don't worry, you'll get to understand. But what I want you to know right now is you have not been invited to a small Zoom meeting. No, this is more or less an extension of what has been happening, you know, for so many years in Africa. And here it is coming to you straight. And after my tour in Namibia, I was privileged and honored, you know, to go attend a big event in South Africa. It was an event like no other. It was super exciting. And me being on that event was really amazing. And what is so exciting also is the fact that we had, guests from the US. We had 3 guests from the US, including the president of our company, 2 vice presidents from the company that we are working. They came to join us in South Africa for one big event. And this event, one thing I can tell you, it gathered, this is South Africa, guys. It gathered more than 2,000. Yeah, that's me. They're celebrating. Yeah. It gathered more than 2,500 people. 2,500, excited entrepreneurs. 2,500, successful entrepreneurs. And guess what happened on that event? We had fun. And we had lots of recognition. You can see people being carried on chairs, as a way to recognize their achievement. I mean, wouldn't you love to be in an opportunity which gives you a chance for you to have the free spirit, but also to be recognized in the biggest way possible? And I sat on that meeting from morning all the way to the evening, front seat, and I saw hundreds and hundreds of people, across the Southern Africa, being recognized on stage. And guess what, guys? Something else amazing on that event. And why am I sharing this? Because as much as this is a business presentation that I haven't gotten even to the business, I want you to understand that, you are being introduced here to a very unique business, a very unique business, a business that will give you an opportunity not just to make money, but an opportunity to connect with people all over Africa, actually all over the world. And I'll show you more about that. And it's also an opportunity that will give you a very exciting lifestyle. Something exciting happened in South Africa. This was just last Saturday, guys. And something exciting happened. Let me tell you, we brought in one of the best musicians, or rather DJ, from Southern Africa. Actually, I would say from the whole of Africa. And maybe some of you know this amazing gentleman called Master KG. And guess what, guys? This is me, a selfie with Master KG. This is me right here. Let me get you to enjoy the music a little bit. So it was fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. And you know what? Guess what? This was actually a business event. Now tell me, where in this world will you find a business event where we bring Master KG, to come and entertain us, to have fun and all of that? Now, this was 2024. And you might be wondering, okay, Enos, you're really confusing us. You're just showing us what happened last week. Let me take you back. Yeah, that's Master KG. If you know Master KG, can I see some fire emoji there for Master KG? And can I see some more fire for me, guys? A selfie with Master KG. I danced on the stage with Master KG. It's amazing. It's exciting, guys. And let me tell you something amazing, people in here. For me, that is a confirmation that we are introducing you to an opportunity which will unlock extraordinary doors for you. Extraordinary. And it doesn't matter where you are right now. If I take myself 17 years ago, because I was a guest just like you. If you're a guest, you've just tuned in, I know. Up to now, you're just wondering, why are these guys showing us themselves having fun and partying? 2007, that is 17 years ago. I got a call just like the one you probably got this evening, and I was invited to a session. It wasn't a Zoom session, it was a physical meeting. And back then, 2007, I was still at the university. I was on my final year. And as a student, I was already doing businesses, here and there, trying to make a little bit of an extra income alongside my studies. And when I got a call, it was a call from my sister that I truly respect, and she is definitely my destiny helper. If it was not for that call, I would not be on this meeting this evening. So I got invited and I attended that presentation. It was a small meeting, just about 3 people. And I listened from the beginning to the end. And as the meeting was going on, I would get excited at some point. And at some point, I'll become skeptic. And I'll tell you, one of the areas that made me very skeptic is not the money that was shown, which was possible to be made in this business, not the money. They showed us how we can make money in this business. And then it got to a point where I was told that when you do very well in this business, you can actually travel for free. And I said, hold on, travel for free? Why would someone, give me free travelings? Why? Why would someone pay me for my traveling for my own business? It didn't make sense. And I wanna alert you. If you are a guest on this meeting, somewhere along the way, you might get a little bit skeptic. Somewhere along the way, you might say, no, maybe this cannot work. I was skeptic. I wasn't sure. I had my uncertainties, but I thank God that I made a decision to say, you know what? I'm going to get started. So I got started either way without even being sure. Did the business as a student, graduated, went to work for Vodacom, and I wasn't satisfied with my job, from the environment, from the potential of growth, and of course, mostly from the salary. I definitely saw myself in few years, I'll find myself either stuck in debts or, in a roller coaster of me not even knowing where am I going with reaching my dreams. So I did not have the courage to quit my job. I kept my job, built my business part-time, and I built my business part-time for like 9 months. And in 9 months, the business that I was building part-time, started earning me more than 10 times my salary. So I resigned. So 2008, I resigned from Vodacom. I went to business full-time. And that was after the business, had grown, paying me more than 10 times my salary. So I'm sure, if you're employed right now, think about your salary, multiply it by 10 and tell me, if you have a business you're running part-time and it's paying you 10 times your salary, are you still going to keep your job? You only keep it if it's your passion. But if you are waking up in the morning, going to your job because you need it, you definitely gonna write that email to whom it may concern. You're gonna write that email to unlock your freedom. So 2008, I went to become a full-time entrepreneur, and I started to expand my business outside my country. I started to expand my business first to Zambia. If we have people from Zambia here, let me see your shout out. So 2008, I branched out to Zambia. 2010, I branched out to Burundi. And today, my business has expanded to over 20 countries right now. And me saying that, might give you both feelings, might make you excited, and maybe it might make you skeptic a little bit, maybe skeptic towards me, but maybe skeptic towards yourself. Maybe at this point, you cannot imagine yourself owning a business which operates in over 20 countries. Maybe you cannot imagine that. And I'll show you how you'll be able to do it. And I want to remind you something. We are in an opportunity whereby what you believe does not matter. What you believe does not matter at all. You can achieve even the things which you don't believe. Let me go back to my story. What made me super skeptic in 2007 when they said I could travel for free? That made me super skeptic. And guess what? After 1 year of building the business, I qualified for my first fully paid free trip with the business. After just 1 year of building the business, I remember when I was officially announced that I have qualified for my trip to Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, guys, we're talking about USA. And remember, I'm a young boy back then, 25-year-old, living in Tanzania. And someone is telling me, Enos, you've qualified for a free trip to US, everything paid for. I'm like, is this really happening? I get to pinch myself. And it happened. This is us. This is the first crew, from Tanzania that went to the US for the very first time. This is me here, happiest and most excited. This is my sister and her husband, my destiny helper, the people that introduced me to the business. And you know what's even crazier? And you probably say, if you're a guest right now, you probably say, no, Enos, hold on. Are you sure? When you qualify for a trip, the company gives you an opportunity to pick whoever that you want to go with. and I picked my first partner, who was my mother. And if there's a decision that up to today, I thank God for, is the decision of me taking my mother. The fact that it was actually, without me knowing, it was in our goals, it was in our dreams. Back in 1971, guys, this picture was 2008. May she rest in eternal peace. This was 2008. In 1971, she wrote her goals, and one of the goals that she wrote was to go to US. That goal came true 37 years after using this business. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm not sharing this to brag. I'm not sharing this to kind of show you that I'm amazing. No, I'm sharing this so that I can remind you that your future, you have no idea how big your future is. You have no idea what is waiting for you. If you have the courage to make the decisions which can change your life, you have no idea. But I'm also sharing this so that I can remind you one major thing, which whenever I get to talk to people, I'll always talk about it, is the fact that there are so many people out there, and sometimes it's people that you love dearly, that will never achieve their dreams until you have the courage to level up, until you take some opportunities. If I hadn't taken this opportunity, maybe my mom's dream would have never come true. So I want you to pause for a second and think about yourself, because this is not me sharing my story. This is me reminding you of what is it that you really want for yourself. Maybe for you, it's not about traveling. Maybe for you, it's strengthening your finances. I want you to think about that. And then I want you to ask yourself, if you can level up in that area, if you can truly level up in that area, how many other people around you are going to benefit from that? I bet, and I can tell you, there will be so many. And the funny thing is, the one thing that I doubted a lot, traveling, is the one thing that I'm getting to enjoy a lot. I've been traveling, and now my travelings are even better, because now I'm traveling with my wife. And my wife, she had put aside her medical career. She is a medical doctor by profession. And 15 years ago, she decided to put aside her medical career, and we have been building this business together since then. And I can tell you, it has been an amazing journey. We have seen the world. Literally, we have been to almost every continent, almost. We are left with two, Antarctica and Australia. I know we are coming for those very, very soon. It has been an amazing journey, guys. And I want you to ask yourself, what is it right now that will make it worth for you? What is it that you really want for yourself? And you know what? Things are getting even better, because now we get to travel with our children. We are blessed with 3 children, and we get to travel with them. Of course, some of the trips, we leave them aside. They continue to be just the 2 of us. The honeymoon continue. And if this is possible for us, if this has been possible for us, let me assure you, it can be possible for you as well. And if I look at what this opportunity offers, it opens up the door for people to do things which are above and beyond. And I got to experience that. I've been handed, opportunities which blew my mind. This was 2014. I was asked to be amongst the trainers in Lake Tahoe, California, on an event which gathered some of the top leaders in the business. Why am I sharing this, guys? I want to be very clear. Why am I sharing this? I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet. I'm not trying to brag. First of all, none of this could have happened without the blessings of the Almighty God. But why am I sharing this? I want to remind you of the fact that you have no idea of your potential. I read somewhere where they said your potential is unknowable, because no one can tell what can happen to their lives with years of focus and effort on the right opportunity. No one can tell. So give yourself an opportunity, and you have no idea what's waiting for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, especially the guests that you've just joined us, or maybe the guests that you are in the meeting this evening, finding out what is it that we do. Maybe you want to see whether this opportunity can work for you or not. Now, let me tell you a few things. The biggest killer of most people's dreams today What is it? Is it fear or is it lack of opportunity? You know, if I'm to ask you this question, I know a number of you will say, you know what? It is fear. It is fear that has killed most people's dreams. It is fear that has caused most people to not even act on ideas. And if I could advise you today, is have the courage, let me say this slowly, have the courage to fall in love with uncooked ideas. Have the courage to make that first step, even if you cannot see all the steps towards your goals or your dreams, because fear can mean anything, my friend. Fear can mean forget everything and run, and fear can mean face everything and rise. And at the end of this meeting, you will get to decide that, because you're going to have proof at the end of this meeting that this business has worked for others. You'll have proof that this business can work for you. You'll have proof of the benefits of this business. And now only one thing will be remaining there. What will you allow your emotions to drive you to? And some will allow themselves to forget everything and run, you know, to close their laptops, to shut down their phones and go back to sleep and say, you know what, that was a nice meeting. Yeah, it was very motivating, but I'm going to sleep and wake up tomorrow the same. I hope you get the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to jump in, because this is an opportunity that literally has worked for many people, and it has worked for people from all walks of life. You know, we are about to introduce you to a global opportunity. This is not a little business that is being tried in Africa. It's not a little business that is being tried in your country. No, no, no. This is an opportunity that gives you access to entrepreneurs from all over the world. And there will be so many benefits that you'll get. But the most important is this opportunity will get you to think deeply about your life, will get you to think deeply about what is it that you really want, will get you to think deeply about what is it that is most important to you. And I know everyone here is right now driven by different things. Yes, we say we are either driven by our dreams or by challenges. If it's challenges, I don't know what is challenging you right now. Maybe right now you're feeling stuck. Maybe right now you are seeing yourself not moving financially. Maybe not just not moving, maybe you are totally sinking financially. You are thinking about the debts. You are thinking about how you need to, you know, take money from Peter to pay Joseph so that you can be able to survive. Maybe you're at that point right now. Maybe right now, you know, you're waking up every day in the morning, looking at your children, going to school, and deep down you're saying, no, I can do better than this. You know, I wish I could take them to a better school. Maybe you're at that point right now where you're saying, I need something to change in my life. I need to be able to treat the people I love better. It could be your parents. Maybe you are blessed, you still have your parents right now, and you're thinking, can I do something for them? You know, can I get better so that they can get to enjoy more? What is it that really matters the most to you right now? And I know maybe some of you, you know, almost 500 people in the meeting, maybe some of you, you are at a point whereby things are okay, and you're looking for a way, you know, to go, you know, that extra mile. You're looking for a way to go much bigger. And let me tell you, if I don't say this, I'll feel like I'm not really being grateful to God. Let me tell you, I'm so grateful to God, because 17 years ago, I joined this business, you know, trying to make an extra income. And today, I can boldly say, you know, God has blessed us and we have a beautiful life. I mean, we are living an amazing life. We have choices we never thought we would have. We are making an income that was not even in our dreams. You know, we are seeing more opportunities opening up for us today. We are seeing lots of investment opportunities. I mean, we are just so grateful. And we are at a point where we're saying, you know what? If there's a possibility to grow bigger, we'll grow bigger. And if this opportunity can impact other people, then we are not going to shut up. We will not shut up. We will talk about it to as many people as possible, because we know there is someone out there that is right now praying for the right opportunity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we are in a business which gives you, number one, an opportunity to start generating an extra income. And also, you get to build a business in your own terms. That means that you will get to decide How you want to build your business. And that starts with the time. Which time do you have right now to build your business? You'll get to decide that. Now, I know the moment I mention business, some of you get excited and some of you, you chicken out a little bit like, I'm scared of business. Well, let me make it a little bit easier for you. If you are a guest here and maybe you don't even have experience in business, well, the good thing is you'll not be in business by yourself. The moment you say, you know what, I'm ready to start this entrepreneur endeavor, there will be people to guide you, to coach you. You will be trained, you'll be supported, you'll be mentored by people that have actually achieved the success. And on top of that, as you're building your business, you'll also have an opportunity to start qualifying, for other extra incentives. You got bonuses that you can enjoy. We've got traveling incentives. We even have car incentives, guys. Can you imagine driving a car that you're not literally paying for it? I mean, all that is possible. So yes, there are lots of benefits that you can enjoy. But one thing that I know for sure is this is an opportunity that has stood the test of time. Now, our dear guests and ladies and gentlemen, listening to me right now, let me introduce you to the company that we are working with, Forever Living Products. And maybe Forever Living Products is not a brand new name to you. Maybe it's a brand new name to you. Whatever the case, you'll get to see today why Forever has managed to survive and grow for 46 years. The opportunity that we are showing you tonight is an opportunity that has been there for 46 years. What is Forever? Forever started back in 1978. Back in the US, Scottsdale, Arizona. That's where we started. And right now, Forever is one of the largest growers and manufacturer of aloe vera products. And we distribute our products in over 140 countries around the world. So that means when we come to show you how you can be able to build this business, I want you to open your mind a little bit, because the business that we are going to show you, goes way beyond where you are currently living. Open your mind a little bit. And that's why I said you're about to tap into a community of global entrepreneurs. Now, when you think about starting a business, I mean, there are so many different types of business. Now, what makes it different when you start to work with us? What is going to be different? Someone invited you here and say, you know what, there's a business opportunity. What is different about our business opportunity? Maybe you have an idea a little bit of what we're doing. We'll tell you more what is different about what we do. And this will help you in arriving to the point where you can make your decision. One of the major things that I want you to see is access to a global market. 140 countries. And when I come and show you the products that we have and the industries that we are in, you'll see why our presence in 140 countries opens up opportunities for you that are way beyond any traditional business you can think about. Because today, when someone is thinking about opening up a business, they normally confine themselves to the countries they live. They confine themselves to sometimes the provinces or the regions, whatever you call, and sometimes even to the street that someone is living. Someone will say, you know what? I'm in Lusaka, and if I look at my street, I think if I open a bar, people will, I'll get customers. I mean, we are telling you to open up your mind, because with Forever, you can be in Ongwediva and sell a product or get a customer from Germany. And guess what? If someone is in Germany and wants to buy from you, you don't have to worry about how am I going to supply someone in Germany. We are in 140 countries. That person will buy from Germany and you'll get paid in Ongwediva. How cool is that? And I'll show you when I come to go deeper into the way we operate, you'll see how my business has expanded to 20 countries. Guys, it's easier than you can imagine. I'm not a genius. I'm not a genius at all. Yeah. Now, as you're building the business, I know I showed you a glimpse of what has been happening, or rather what I've experienced the past 10 days. Now, when you're building a business with Forever, you won't just be working hard to make money. You'll work hard to make money, but you will also be getting experiences that you never thought. You'll be part of trainings and conventions that will be conducted by people that are super successful. You'll be traveling around the world, literally. We got back in April, we went to India. We attended an event with over 18,000 people. Can you imagine 18,000 successful, excited, business owners from around the world? And I'm looking at the faces I'm showing you now. The people that you're seeing there, they were once ordinary. They were once brand new, just like you. They were once kind of taking a look at what we do, and look at them right now. They're already getting the benefits of this business. And I can tell you, if I look at the people, we've got people from, different countries. I see Tanzania there, I see South Africa there, I see Namibia there. We are well represented, amazing people. And I want to tell you something, guys. And again, the reason why I'm sharing this is so that I can remind you that if you stick to the right opportunity, you have no idea where you will arrive. Let me tell you a little bit about this amazing leader here called Veronica. Veronica joined Forever back in 2007. And within our first 2 weeks, she wanted to quit. First 2 weeks, she wanted to quit. She wanted to quit. She went to the washroom and cried that I want to quit. I cannot do this business. But she got encouraged. You will get encouraged. And she kept on. This year in April, she had what I would say an amazing experience with Forever. She was recognized on stage in front of 18,000 people. And being recognized in front of 18,000 people is a big deal. Now, being given a mic and speaking to 18,000 people is an even bigger deal. Can you imagine yourself speaking to 18,000 people? Now, I want to pause here first. This is not a story of Veronica. I'm sharing this to remind you of what is coming for you. Because you know what? And if you believe, you can type amen there. I can believe one thing for sure. One day you will be on a stage in some country in front of, I don't know, maybe it's 5,000, maybe it's 10,000. But one day you will get to experience, things that you never thought they would be possible for you. If it can happen to her, it can happen to you as well. Now, all these thousands of people around the world, what are we exactly doing? What are we doing? What opportunity are we giving you right now, right? I can see lots of amen. I love that. I love that, guys. You got to speak positivity to your life. You got to speak life to your dreams because it is possible. Now, I mentioned earlier that we are the largest grower and manufacturer, and distributors of aloe vera-based products around the world. And we focus on quality. We are not just doing a lot of aloe productions. No, we focus on quality. Yes, we are big, but also we make sure that from the species that we are using all the way to how we are growing, how we are harvesting, we harvest by hand to make sure that only the properly matured leaf gets harvested. And then we remove the outer green leaf, which is so bitter. And then we only use the inner gel in making the products. Now, why is this important? This is important because at the end of the day, it will lead to the quality of the product. Forever decided that as much as we are big, as much as we're going to create products that are going to tackle every major industry that you can think about today, but still we're not going to compromise on quality. And if I look at the major industries nowadays, if you think about the health industry, the number of people that are concerned about their health, and actually we should all be concerned, is big. The number of people that are concerned about their looks, and we are in the look good and feel good industry. It's a fact. It's a fact that nowadays it's literally impossible by just eating food to give your body all the nutrients that it needs. That's why we say we are overfed and undernourished. Hence, the supplements industry is booming right now. Why is it booming? Because we are facing the music. Let me say we are facing the music. And I'm not saying that in a joking way. I'm saying that because this is a matter of life and death. How many people today are dying out of non-communicable diseases? And yes, our products are not medicines. They're not even intended to cure any disease. But what these products will do, they will fill up the nutritional gaps that once filled up, then every system in your body will start to perform better. And we are seeing challenges today. on our health in different parts. And if I could pinpoint some of the major areas right now that are challenged health-wise, if you speak about your heart health, cardiovascular diseases, the number one killers amongst the non-communicable diseases. I mean, we've got products here that are going to help support your heart health. If you talk about reproductive health, fertility is a challenge. My wife had that challenge. And today I can say it publicly very easily because with these products, we got the solution. As a matter of fact, our first 4 years in marriage, we did not have a child. You know, my wife had a condition called PCOS, which medically is incurable. And when it got to a point where we said, you know what, we want to start a family, for us, it wasn't 1, 2, 3 like for other people. So we picked these products. We used the products that are helping with fertility. And I still remember that morning, you know, I'm waking up and my wife is standing beside the bed, kind of looking at me like, I'm about to give you good news. Please wake up. And I'm waking up and I'm seeing her there. And she's giving me the good news like, wow, she's about to be a mother. That means I'm about to be a father. And we got our firstborn. And our secondborn, I'll tell you, came by surprise because we thought maybe we'll need to be on serious products usage to get for her to get to conceive again. But we got him by surprise. So we got 2 boys, and then our third born, our last born, you know, gorgeous, beautiful, cutest girl in the world, you know, and we thank God for these products, guys. And I can tell you, we have seen how these products have impacted us, and we've managed also to impact other people. Literally, we have families out there that were going through the same struggle. And you probably have families, maybe you don't know, that are going through the same struggle. And I can tell you, if you can help someone conceive, that person will never forget you. And when I think about Forever that way, it goes way beyond business. It gets emotional. It becomes like a responsibility now that, hey, guys, we've got a solution here that needs to be heard by each and everyone out there. I mean, speaking of fertility, when it comes to men, you know, we are also challenged. We have a product, my fellow men in here, we have a product called multi-marker. You know, if you forget, just remember marker. That product is a man's best friend. It's a man's best friend. It will protect your prostate health. And of course, it will help you as a man to be more of a man. You know, I believe, I don't want to say much. Maybe some of you are watching this Zoom and you have your kids around. So I don't want to say much. I'm trying to speak in tongues, but I think I'm very clear. My fellow men, don't wait until you need an awakening. You know, start using multi-marker and you'll be amazed by the results. So we have targeted, we have touched almost all the major industries that you can think about today. You know, if you speak about the skincare industry, sports industry, if you talk about the weight management industry, that's another booming industry. And we have products in those areas. So if you look at all these industries, and Forever is giving you products that are so effective, high quality, that you can market and build a customer base all over the world. I mean, there are people today that are not confident just because of their skin. And we've got products that can help with that. I mean, talk about weight management. That's a huge opportunity if you're looking at it from the opportunity perspective. But also, that's a big challenge today. The number of people today that are struggling to lose weight is just crazily big. And almost everybody who wants to lose weight, they ask themselves 2 questions. Number 1, will it work? Number 2, is it safe? Why do we sell a lot? Not because we have the cheapest products out there. No, our selling point, my friend, is not our prices. Our selling point is the efficiency. Our selling point is the safety. Our selling point is the results. So you can take this photo of people that have lost weight through our products. You can just put it on WhatsApp status, and I bet someone will come knocking like, hey, what has this person used? Now, think about, let's put things together here, because we have talked about a lot of things. You know, I started off showing you some exciting things, and then I went to show you the company so that you know you're not gonna join a small business that is being tried out. You know, I've shown you the market potential of these products. I've shown you a little bit of the products that we have. Now, the major question comes, how do you build a business with these products? How do you do it? Because today in the world of business, you either become a manufacturer or you become a distributor. And let me ask, for those who know, how many of us we know this amazing gentleman there? Now, if you don't know him, it's okay. But let me tell you, this amazing gentleman is called Jack Ma, one of the richest people in China. How did he become one of the richest people in China? A website called Alibaba.com. And what is Alibaba.com? It's a distribution business. He simply made it easy for people to access products from China. Distribution. He wasn't the manufacturer. If you don't know Jack Ma, I hope you know Jeff Bezos from Amazon. Again, he has been the richest person in the world, as in number one. How? Amazon.com. What is Amazon.com? It's a website that distributes products. I want you to underline in your mind distribution, distribution. There is great potential today in you starting a distribution business. Now, the way Forever operates, it gives you an opportunity to start your own distribution business. Now, at some point, I said my business has expanded in over 20 countries. That means my business distributes products in over 20 countries. I'm running a distribution business that distribute products over 20 countries. And I'll show you how that is done. You see, the way we distribute products in Forever is not using the normal traditional way that is known. I don't have shops or offices in 20 countries. We don't operate like that. Normal distribution, a product will come from the manufacturer, it will go to a big distributor, it will go to wholesalers, retailer, and then the end user. Everybody there gets a little bit of profit. That is how normal distribution operates. Now, we don't operate using the normal distribution. No, we don't do that. Instead, what we do, we use what we call a network marketing model, which is a new way of doing business, and it gives you lots of benefits. Number one, you get access of buying your products directly from the company and selling directly to the customer. What does that mean? That means you're not sharing the profit with anyone. That means the whole profit is there for yourself. That's why we have people that have built houses by just retailing these products. I mean, can you imagine? You build a house, retailing products without owning a shop, without employing anybody, because the profit margin is huge. And our task, when you join the business, you essentially become a distributor of Forever. So we'll show you how you can be able to generate your customers. And we'll help you get customers from two areas. Number one, customers from people you know. Now, I know those are not enough. Some of you are thinking about your family members right now, and you're like, Enos, I wish you knew my aunts. I wish you knew my relatives. My neighbors, Enos, you don't know them. If I tell them about these products, they'll just laugh at me. Well, the good thing is you'll start with people you know, but we're not going to end with people you know. We'll also show you how you can be able to generate customers from people that you don't even know. And that, for me, even saying that, it puts a smile on my face, because I know that unlocks a limitless opportunity that enables each and every one of you to be able to generate a customer base. And this really becomes the first part of our business. You buy, you sell, you make your profit, fantastic. But it doesn't end there. Forever understands that on your own, you cannot reach out to everyone. You cannot market these products to everybody. Remember, Forever has been there for 46 years. And to date, we are still looking for people to help us distribute these products. I mean, the market too big, and it's getting bigger. So then you are given a second opportunity. Buy and sell, fantastic. But also, if you introduce your friend, your colleague, your relative to the business, these people that are joining, they are not going to be buying from you. If they say, yes, they want to do the business. Now, everybody that is listening to us right now, you are either already in the business, or maybe you want to be in the business. When you say, I want to join the business, you are not going to buy your products from me or even the person that invited you. You'll buy from Forever directly, but you'll be registered through the person that invited you. Now, let's assume you have said yes to this business, and you have brought your friend, your family member, somebody maybe that you don't even know. These people, they are part of your business now. And whenever they buy something Forever, you get to earn from that. Now, let me explain something there, brilliant guys, because so many people are working so hard, hoping that one day they will have financial freedom And unfortunately, they will never get to experience financial freedom. Why? Because they are not structured to experience financial freedom. You cannot experience financial freedom until you get to a point whereby you can make money without you having to work. And that can only happen if your income does not depend on you 100%. And I can assure you, that's the number one secret to wealth. Building your business in such a way that your income does not depend on you 100%. Now, if I'm running a shop today, I need to be there. If I'm running a forever business, it gets to a point whereby I have a team here, and this team is buying. They're buying on their own, and I get paid. It starts to, to open up the element of me creating a residual income, an income that doesn't require me to be there. And if I could take you back, 2008, I expanded to Zambia. Today, that we're talking about 16 years down the line, I'm still making money from Zambia. And now I go to Zambia maybe about 2-3 times a year. And I go there, I spend about 4-5 days. So imagine, I spend 4-5 days and I'm making thousands of dollars from Zambia since 2008. That's the power of building a team. And we're going to help you achieve that. And the good thing is, when we think, or rather, when you are thinking about building a team, really open up your mind. And with technology today, you can join the business from Botswana and you might know someone in Angola. And that person in Angola might join and expand your business to Morocco. And that person in Morocco might cross over and go to UAE. And that person in UAE might be having a friend in the UK. And all of a sudden, you're earning from Botswana, you're earning from Angola, you are earning from Morocco, you are earning from UAE, you are earning from the UK. I mean, there's no limit. And I bet we have people that you are attending this meeting today, and you were introduced to Forever by people that you did not even know. People that you did not even know. Maybe people that you met on social media, and they've invited you to be part of this session, and you might even be part of this meeting. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an opportunity that can work for anyone. And at this point, I want to invite one lady that I got an opportunity to meet her a few days ago for the very first time. You know, she is in Namibia, Walvis Bay to be precise, and she has recently joined the business. And when I say recently, I really mean recently. I doubt if she even has 1 week in the business. And one of the reasons why I invite her to speak for a few minutes with us, because I always love it when we have people that are looking at the business for the very first time to get an idea, of what happens when you join, just in your first days. I mean, I've talked as someone that is 17 years in the business. So I want to invite this brilliant lady who will share with you, what made her join Forever, and even more, how did she meet Forever? And now that she's just a few days in the business, and I'm happy because she's one of the people that attended the meeting in Walvis Bay when I was doing the Namibia tour. So forgive me, guys. I'm leaning on Namibia a lot because right now they're so here. They're so here. I'm just from being with them for 1 full week, guys. So Gina, welcome, Gina. Gina is brand new in the business, just a few days old in the business, and yet she has a story that will definitely inspire even some of the people that have been in the business for a long time. Gina, warm welcome. I'm going to unmute you so that we get to hear from you. All right, I can see you already. You're welcome, Gina.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
All right, Gina, you muted yourself. I'm going to unmute you. Technology, guys, it came by ship. Same as English for us in Tanzania.
Okay, I think you can now hear me very well. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be part of this meeting. It's so really amazing. I'm hoping you all are also in the same spirit. I'm so excited right now because this story really touched me. And first, most of all, I would like to greet everyone. And you having been here is really, really, really worth it. It's gonna turn your rest of the year into something meaningful, into something you haven't even planned for, something so bright that you didn't see it coming. Believe me, this is really, really gonna help you. And shout out to yourself for having been part of this meeting, because it's not only gonna end here. This is the beginning of a very, very long journey that is gonna profit you in a whole lot of ways. My name is Gina, and I'm from Wolfish Bay, Namibia. And I'm a shop assistant by profession. And I heard of this opportunity from a total stranger. Some of you may have heard this from someone you know, maybe a friend or a close relative, but I heard it from a stranger. A total somebody that I don't know. Her name is Nema Kila. She's from Tanzania. Um, she was just having a video on Instagram. As I scrolled through, I came across that video and I listened. You know, sometimes you just pass through things because maybe the video is so boring, but it touched me that I listened up to the end and I gave her a DM. And from there, we connected. She introduced to me the business into details. She told me everything, how it works, and the processes, and everything about the business. Mind you, you know, I didn't look at, I don't have money, I don't have what. I'm, I, I had made up my mind, I would say, the minute after we had that Zoom call. And I was so lucky because after that, she also told me, no, I have our leaders that are also coming to Namibia to introduce this opportunity in Namibia, and they'll be in your city on this date. So I said, wow, this is even more benefiting. And so I attended the business presentation that took place in Walvish Bay. It was really a lot of people that attended. I was so amused by the number of people that attended the the the, the presentation. We had different speakers from South Africa, and here also, as you can see, my leader from Tanzania, Mr. Enos, was also part of it. All stories were so amazing. Not amazing to say, no, I want to hear this, I want to what. The stories were inspiring. The story was so touching. You would want to say, like, okay, I would really also want to, you know, be this person that comes in front of the people and give them my story to this point. And so this after the presentation, I also had told, so by now I'm communicating with Nema as I go on. I'm like, no, you know what? The presentation is ongoing, and here is is our leader. And so from this, is no, you can connect with him. You can go to him after the presentation. You talk to him. So as I went, I spoke to him and we had a conversation. I said, no, I was introduced to this opportunity by Nema. And mind you guys, I took a selfie with an iPhone owner and I am a Samsung owner. And I was like, no, please say my phone may not take a good picture because you know, like, and I told myself to say, no, you know what? We are gonna take this selfie, but mind you, I'm not gonna have this phone for so long because after what I've heard, I I no longer have the fear. I no longer have the fear to say, no, this is limitation. This is what I told myself that I'm going to have a better phone in the coming next few months because I am going to join the most
Absolutely.
profitable. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Apologies for the cough. And I told myself that no, I'm gonna join this business. I'm gonna be successful as everyone. I had that energy in me. I had the belief in me, and I was so really excited. And I joined. I think I joined this business today is okay, a week ago. Yes, a week ago. Only
Nice.
a week ago. Yes, I joined as a full member. And mind you, it's not as if I had that 6.8. I had to look for that money because, you know, throughout the presentations, there were our leaders told us that, you know, you may really want to start, but you do not have the money. But that is not something that has to stop you. That is not something that has to, like, it's okay, let it go. Maybe it's not for me. That's not that's because that is why I don't have the money. No, it does not end there. You know, you can literally, it's the same thing as I want to go to a wedding. Everyone is wearing a theme. I have to get the theme that everyone is wearing. So that's what I told myself. There is no excuse to say I'm not going to join this opportunity. There's no excuse to say I don't have money. Everyone, I got paid. My pay was not even more than the money that I had to join the business with. Okay. And I told myself, there was a time I did not work. There was a time I was home with no job at all. I was not getting the money that I'm getting. So I'm gonna take that home money. I'm gonna work, and then I borrowed the rest of the money, and I took my whole salary, and I said, no, I'm gonna invest in this because I'm gonna put my time and my energy into this so that this works for my tomorrow. That's what I told myself. I told myself that I'm not gonna cry to say no. I just got paid, and mind, it didn't even take an hour after getting paid. That money went off my bank account. So honestly, really, I want to tell you what made me take a look at this opportunity is the fact that everyone has dreams, everyone has goals that they want to achieve. But I stood and asked myself, is my what is my 9 to 5 really gonna solve all these problems that I have? Apologies, sorry, baby. It's okay. Is my 9 to 5 really gonna solve all the problems that I have? Is it gonna get me to where I want? And I said, okay, let me start this business. Let me compare the things that I want to achieve and see if this will take me there or not. And I said, and really, from what I've seen, from what I've heard and learned, it is possible. You can join, you can achieve a whole lot of things that you want to achieve in your life. And everyone wants to own a home nowadays. Everyone wants to own a car. Yes. And this business can literally take you there. And please make sure that you join. You join because forever will be with you forever. It will fuel your goals forever. Thank you so much.
Nice. Now, Gina, congrats. I know there's something you shared with me which made me feel like, wow. You know, Gina has not yet received her package. You know, she bought the products. They get sent from South Africa to Namibia. But guess what? She has not received the products and she has already sold some of the products. Talk about
Yes,
a business where you don't wait, you know, you can sell and then receive the stock later. So for the guests that you're sitting here thinking like, okay, if I put in the money, when is my money going to start to come back? Well, sometimes your money will start to come back the same day you put in. So Gina, once again, thank you so much for sharing. Congrats. And you have an amazing energy, and, you know, give high five to that princess or prince that we've been hearing. You know, with you there.
Thank
you
you.
know we know he or she is gonna be one of the biggest beneficiaries of you being in this business. And yeah, we promise to be working with you. Congratulations, Gina. Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I look at what maybe Gina has managed to do. A total stranger introduced her to the business. Within a week, she made the decision and jumped into the business. And within that same week, she has already started to sell, you know, before even receiving her stock. How amazing is that? So when we say anyone can be successful, we mean it to the dot. And let me show you a few other people that I'm so proud of that have achieved amazing things. We have got very young people that are simply amazing right now. This is a very young lady, 18 years to be precise, joined the business. Second month in the business, she made in runs over 9,500. We're talking about over 500 US dollars. 500 US dollars, second month in the business. Now I know $500, 9,500 rand, 1.3 million Tanzanian shillings. That's not money to buy you a Mercedes Benz or a Range Rover. But let me ask you, if you could make 1.3 million Tanzanian shillings or 500 US dollars on top of your salary right now, what difference would it make? Or rather, what does it take for you to have a salary increment of 9,500 rands? And if it can happen, to an 18-year-old student on a second month in the business, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how urgent it is for you to start making money. But if it's super urgent, well, we got you covered. I mean, I've seen how young people have managed to use Forever, to start achieving things that probably they did not even think possible. I look at all those people there you're seeing, I know all of them. And I know all of them from the time they're joining the business up to now. I can assure you, they experienced something really unique and extraordinary in their lives. And I told you at some point that one of the things that you'll get to enjoy with building your business with Forever is you'll get to travel. And this year in April, that's what happened in India. It was big, it was humongous. And every year in April, we have one major trip that we do with Forever. And every year in September, we have another trip. And guess what, guys? Today is what? 28th of August. So if I say every year in September we have a trip, that means we have a few days before our next trip. And this trip in September, we call it Ego Manager Retreat. Ego Manager Retreat every year in September. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the retreats that you get to go to exotic places that you never thought probably possible for yourself. And I want to show you where we are going in September. And before I show you, I want to ask you, are you ready to see where we are going? Because I can tell you for sure, you will be jealous in a good way. Because people who are jealous in a bad way are not even on this meeting, guys. All of us here, we are positively jealous. Our question is, if they can do it, we can do it too. If it's possible for them, it's possible for us. A lady in Namibia joined the business and managed to qualify for Ego Manager Retreat. This lady called Mariana within 7 months. This is an incentive which takes 12 months to qualify. And she did it in 7 months. And last year, we went to Pattaya, Thailand, and she was among the qualifiers from Namibia, originally from Rundu. You can correct me if I'm wrong, from Rundu. And even last year, she managed to be number 23 in Africa. And why am I putting a spotlight on her? Because I know this could be your future. Maybe next year, maybe after 2 years, we'll be talking about Gina being number 23 in the whole of South Africa. Maybe 2 years from now, I'm seeing a lot of names here. I wish I could mention all of you. Maybe it could be you that we're talking about. And when she qualified for a trip to Thailand, Pattaya, together with her mentor, Veronica, they both decided to come with their families. And Mariana, you can see her there, matching with her mom. So she took her mom together with her daughter. And I remember this evening. This is me, my wife. This is Kumo from South Africa, Veronica, and our 2 daughters. And I remember this evening. And it's so amazing, to sit, in Pattaya, Thailand, beautiful hotel, 5-star treatment. And you're there. And you all know that, few years down the line, if someone had told us that 2022 would be in Pattaya, Thailand, we would have said, hey, you're crazy. It's not possible. It's not happening. But let me show you where we are going. In very few weeks, guys, you see that ship there? We are going for a cruise ship. So literally, we'll be jetted off all the way to Italy. We're going to arrive in Italy, get on a cruise ship, cruise, and then go and dock in Croatia. We'll start with a city called Dubrovnik. And after that, we'll be taken to Trieste. And the fact that we'll be cruising on that ship, for me, the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, for me is like, oh my gosh. If this trip was all about just going to that cruise ship, you stay there, it's not even going to move, and then you are brought back to your country, it would have still been worth it. But guess what? We are also going to visit a number of countries, guys. So I have one question. For you. Would you like to join us on some of these trips? Because we have more coming. And I want to browse through super fast. showing you not the only people that have qualified. But if I forget anybody, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I know we've got people from all over Africa, but I'm gonna give a bit of a favor, or rather, I'm gonna spotlight more Tanzanians and or rather the whole of East Africa, and together with Namibia and maybe South Africa for the few that I know. So a few people that I'm gonna show you, they are getting ready to rock the boat, guys. And this was one iconic trip, because all the trips, you remember I told you, when you qualify, you choose whoever you want to go with. Now for this trip, we had an opportunity to choose 3 people to go with. So one qualifier takes 3 people along, and it's going to be amazing, guys. So let me just browse through. These are some of the qualifiers. You know, the Gratias from Tanzania, Syriac from Burundi. Can you imagine? Burundi, a small country, small economy, and you'll see a number of people from Burundi that qualified for the Eagle Manager Retreat. From Rwanda, Elizabeth Mukandamutsa, we've got Emmanuel from Burundi, Haki from Tanzania, Wilbert Malia. Wilbert wanted to take his mother. So now he's taking his mother, he's taking his brother, and he's taking his best friend in the business. You know, 4 of them, they are going to rock the boat. Amazing. We've got Emiliana from Tanzania. We've got, De Gratis again, Beatrice Mumba from Tanzania, Remy and Alice from Burundi again. We've got Professor Eugene. He's a professor and he's building the business. I don't know if he's retired, but you know, we're talking about someone in his 60s and is qualifying for these trips. You know, I'm trying to imagine if he wasn't for forever, what kind of a lifestyle he would have been having. Mama Jani Akoze, you know, from Rwanda. You know, we've got another amazing lady from Burundi. All these people have qualified for the Eagle Manager Retreat. We've got Veronica Kundia and Raphael Ongange qualified for the Eagle Manager Retreat. Now, this trip, guys, most of you, you're not going to be there. But if you're going to be there, you can give yourself a shout out there, because I know some of you have not mentioned you here, but you're going to be there on the trip. But I have a more important question to ask you. Where are you right now? And where do you want to go next year? We've got Selma Angolo, you know, from Namibia. We've got Gwen, South Africa. We've got Mariana from Namibia. It's amazing how people are living an extraordinary life today simply because years back they said yes to this opportunity. Now, guess what, guys? Do you want to know where we are going next? I told you every year in April, every year in September, we have a trip somewhere. I want to show you where we're going next year. It's a location, it's a destination that I bet if you love traveling even a little bit, it's there on your list. Amazing people. Next year in April, you know, we will be showing photos of people that just came back from Paris, guys. Next year in April, we're going to be in Paris. And I bet out of the 440 people that are on this meeting, some of you, we are going to be in Paris together. If you believe that you're going to be with me in Paris, we're going to be together in Paris. You know, can you speak life to your dream and say, I'm going to be in Paris? Just put it there on the chat. You know what, guys? What you say about yourself is bound, or rather is most likely going to happen. And I know Paris will be exciting, will be amazing. We are expecting thousands of people. And you know, the venue that we are going to use is the venue that was used for one of the Olympic Games. So you can tell, we are talking about thousands and thousands of successful entrepreneurs in Paris. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait, you know. I mean, we'll be strolling the streets of Paris, making noise, speaking local language, eating Paris food. And, you know, Paris is a city of love. So, I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling amazing things are going to come out of this trip. Guys, what I see with Forever is an opportunity to really experience extraordinary life. And the door is open for each and every one of us here, guys. We've seen people coming from grass to grace. Selma's built a house using retailing of this product. She's still employed, building her business part-time. I mean, we have got people driving their dream cars. I mean, look at those machines. What's your dream car, if I could ask you? Can you think about your dream car? Can you imagine yourself driving out of the showroom with your dream car? Can you see yourself driving that dream car to your dream house? I mean, look at these mansions. These are not pictures from Google. These are literally dream houses that are right now owned by people that are building their business with Forever. If this can happen to them, it can happen to you. Nobody knows what is possible for them if you can put your effort and your focus on the right opportunity. If it has happened to them, it can happen to you. I have seen people from humble beginnings. Let me tell you about this lady, Blandina. Blandina joined the business while she was just a customer care agent. And today she has built a massive business. She owns investments. And last year, she achieved something extraordinary. She was on national TV in Tanzania. By the way, that's the car she's driving, which she bought within 5 years of building forever. You know, she was on national TV, handed over a key of a brand new apartment on one of the most expensive buildings in Tanzania. This is someone that used to work for Vodacom, taking calls. Thank you for calling Vodacom. My name is Blandina. How may I help you? So if I say that you have no idea what is possible for you, I can say it with confidence because I've seen it not just through my life, I've seen it through the people around me. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people, you know, living an extraordinary life because of Forever. If it's possible for them, it's possible for you. I've seen how Forever has helped us to build amazing leaders in the business. Let me show you, you know, an apartment that Mariana bought in Windhoek. Mariana is a nurse who joined Forever because she got COVID. And as she was fighting for her life, she came across our products. And our products really got her off bed, and she was like, wow. And now, using Forever, she's traveling around the world. She has just bought an apartment in a beautiful, beautiful location in Windhoek, like right at the center. Someone that a few years ago, she was sinking in debts. And something crazy she shared, and I want to share it with you. You know, she said that when she moved into that apartment, she moved the whole of Windhoek. She couldn't find the right coach for her apartment. She had to import. This coach you're seeing here, guys, it was imported just for her to have the option that she wants. I mean, when people get to do such things, you know that they've already taken care of the basics. And you know what's so amazing is I as Enos Salema from Tanzania, I have sat on that coach. This is me with another amazing leader in Namibia, Tangi. We were here eating Tanzania wenzangu. That was ugali and nyama na mboga yao inaitwa mutete, you know, eating pap in Namibia on that imported coach after a very successful meeting in Windhoek. I remember we ate until late evening and then we drove off to Rundu. I mean, how amazing it is, guys. Things that we were seeing and hearing about, it gets to a point whereby you can feel them right on your fingertips. So my dear brothers and sisters, I mean, I want to really encourage you and invite you to have the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to jump in. We jumped in. You know, these are some of the benefits we have gotten with Forever. We've built houses. My wife and I, we drove a brand new car from 2013. I mean, I thank God for Forever. I mean, it's amazing that even the things that we did not think they would be possible, we are actually experiencing them right now. And if this is possible for us, it is possible for you. Anyone can be part of this family, and anyone can benefit from this family. Now, I have shared so many testimonies and so many stories. And in closing the meeting, I want to finish the meeting by sharing the final story, which is a story that I believe you will love the most. And I can tell you it's the most important story, because this is not my story. This is not a story of somebody else. This is the story about you. This is a story of how you are going to turn your life around from this moment. This is about you becoming a totally new person going forward from today. You know what? One thing that I know for sure is one day I will be doing a presentation like this, and I'll be talking about you. I'll be talking about how you heard about this business from some stranger in Tanzania online. You had your worries, you had your doubts, but you decided to jump in. You did not allow your fears, your worries, your doubts to stop you from grabbing this opportunity. You said, you know what? I'm going to get in the business. I'm going to push the business. And you faced challenges, but you decided not to give up, just like the way Veronica did not give up. And one day I will be in a stage somewhere talking about how you're living your dream life, how you've managed to get out of debts, how you've managed to buy your first car, how now you are living in a house of your choice, how today your children are going to the school that you actually want. I can assure you guys, this story, which is about to begin today, is the most important story, which is going to be your story. And our promise is we will not let you go. Our promise is we will be with you. Our promise is we are introducing you to an opportunity that will give you access, literally, to a global community of entrepreneurs. With Forever, you'll be part of an amazing family that is there to uplift you, an amazing family that is there to excite you, an amazing family that is there to encourage you whenever you feel down. With this Forever family, you'll get a new reason to say, you know what, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to push on. We are talking about a family that's going to celebrate your success. You're going to be part of a community that wants to see you making it. The person that invited you here wants to see you successful. The person that invited you here is ready to work with you. It's a fact that when you say yes to this business, someone is going to hold your hand, and we are going to take the walk together. We're not going to carry you on our back. No. We're not going to do it for you. We are going to hold your hand. We'll tell you where to step. We'll tell you how to move. And somewhere along the way, you will see your success. Amazing people. It has been an honor and a blessing for me to spend this evening with you. And it is my deep belief that someone will not forget this day. I don't know who is that person, but one of you is not going to forget this evening. This will be the evening that is going to completely change the direction of your life. And I totally believe that we are going to see each other very soon. Some of you, we're going to meet in Italy as we rock the boat. Some of you, we are going to meet in Paris. Some of you, we will be cruising together on airports and beaches of the world. So thank you so much, amazing people. May God bless you in the decision that you are going to make. Get in touch with the person that invited you here, and they will guide you on how you can be part of this amazing family. And I can assure you one thing, together we are going to rise. And one thing that I can tell you, someone that is qualified, one of the mentors will also reach out to you, so that they can help you make decisions. I know we run lots of month-end offers, and maybe you might be one of them grabbing those offers. So thank you so much, amazing people. I know I've taken 25 minutes more, but hey, what is 25 if we're going to change someone's life? So thank you so much, and see you at work, and definitely maybe see you in Paris. Thank you so much.